Ugh, I'm tired. Hi, it is Aiden, Ari, Arson, whatever you want to call me. It is currently -9 degrees. It is 7:03 in the morning at the time of this recording, and I do not have a cup of cocoa. I have a cup of coffee, which I made. If you know me, you know that I have a very, I have a very bad coffee addiction. I can't live without it. I really can. I've gone weeks, I've gone months without coffee. This past week, I only had one cup, actually. And then I just didn't have any for the rest of the week. And to be fair, there wasn't like I was trying to avoid it. It was just a general, like, didn't really need it, didn't want it. So I didn't have any. But now it's 7:04 in the morning and I have a class at 9. And I want to go get some food with some friends of mine at 8. So I'm trying to stay awake. I've struggled with my sleep schedule for a very long time because, I've had a lot of bad things happen to me, and it makes it very hard to sleep sometimes because one, you don't trust your environment because you're just like, sometimes it's really hard to like trust where you're sleeping and shit, especially if like you never know if someone's gonna fucking break in through your window, which has happened a few times. I've seen people show up to my window and just knock on it and look me in the fucking eyes. Admittedly, sometimes it was my uncle because he came home and he was like, "Hey, let me in." Other times it wasn't him. It was I don't know who, but it fucking terrified me for years. And it's really hard for me to sleep, especially with the lights off. So I would but I didn't want it like too bright in my room, so I'd like get a lamp and I'd throw a t-shirt over it, which is not good per se. And that was when I was like 12. I was able to like before that I was I was fine having the lights off, but it was just something about like after seeing people show up to my fucking window. I was like, nope, lights on all the time, never. You ain't seeing me outside. No, you ain't seeing me with these lights off, fucking ever. And then that like kind of turned into I developed this really bad insomnia because one, I've ringing in my ears because of my tinnitus at all times, and that makes it kind of hard to sleep. And then, two, fucking PTSD. And eventually, my sleep schedule got so fucked up that my grandmother like woke me up and I wouldn't be able to stay awake. So she gave me coffee. This was in the 6th grade. She was like, "Hey, you need to be awake. Drink this." And I had only had one experience with coffee ahead of that, and that was when I was like 5. And my provider or my guardian at the time was like, "Hey, you want to try this?" And it was like quadruple shot espresso black, which is the super bitter substance if you've never had it. And being a little fucking shitter 5-year-old, I was like, the only thing I can taste ever is sweet and sour. And I was like, this is the devil's liquid. This makes my soul burn. But when I in 6th grade, when I first got onto it, I was like, this tastes awful. I love it. And then I've just been on that for years. I've changed tastes. I used to put like a lot of sugar and creamer, to the point where it was like more akin to like caffeine milk, caffeine like sweet milk. But now it's very like I don't like a lot of cream because here's the thing: cream is for bitches, and that includes me. If you get like hot coffee, cream is made like mainly to cool it down and dilute it. But if you had like cold brew, you don't need cream because one, your coffee's already cold. And, you have ice to dilute it. That's why you just like drink a cold cup of black coffee and like add some sugar to it if you wanted to. And that's fine. I usually do very little amounts of sugar, but like enough that you can like definitely taste the difference. And I like adding cinnamon while I'm brewing it. So it's like extra flavory cinnamon kick. However, sometimes I add too much cinnamon. However, since I'm in college, no one else is drinking it besides me. So I'm having a fucking time in my life. I've developed habits though of cleaning it out, and It's sometimes I forget to clean it out. So I'll wake up, take a shower. Like, I'll tell you what I did today. I woke up, took a shower, got out of my shower, walked back to my dorm, which, a quick tangent. If you don't, like, understand how dorms are, like, there's a dorm that you share with, like, people, and they're your roommates. However, because of the pandemic, I don't have roommates. So I have my room to myself. And I share this, I share this fucking whole building with a bunch of other dudes. And I live in this one hallway with a bunch of these other guys. And so I like waking up really early, so I'm going to be the first one to take a shower. This way it's like not all fucking wet and like bad everywhere. But so I woke up, took a shower, came back to my dorm, grabbed my French press and my coffee. I grabbed my French press and I grabbed my, you can tell how tired I am. I grabbed my French press and my kettle. And I walked over to this dingy little fucking sink that we have. And that's the, like, extent that we have for a kitchen, excluding the microwave we have downstairs near the front door. So I went and I cleaned out my French press at, like, 6 in the morning, I think. I was like, okay. So, gotta clean out all the coffee grounds, gotta, like, scrub it down, gotta use dish soap, gotta get really fucking in there. You gotta clean that shit. And it's so intricate too, because there's these little parts that you need to take apart, unscrew, clean, scrub off, reassemble, put back together. You gotta do that every fucking time you want coffee. And it's a lot, but you're not allowed to have drip coffee here, which is stupid. So I've assembled a mini kitchen in my dorm, of which I have been using for a hot minute. I'm running out of ingredients right now, which means I'll probably have to stock up this weekend. However, the new Pokemon Arceus game comes out this weekend. Comes on the 28th. I'm recording this on the 24th right now. So I'm going to be playing the fuck out of that game rather than doing grocery shopping. Because who the fuck needs grocery shopping? Let's try a little bit of this coffee. It's good. Honestly, because I don't have a mini fridge or like anything to put like cold stuff in, so I don't have any creamer. So I've been using this like powder stuff, which isn't good. It's not good, but it's suitable if you put enough into it. It doesn't cool down the coffee though, which is kind of a disappointment. However, I've just learned to adapt by burning my mouth over and over again. One of the most surreal experiences I think I've ever had that kind of involves coffee is it may have been Christmas. I don't know. I think it was Christmas or the day after. But it was really early in the morning, like 3 or 4. And I walked downstairs. I was staying at my friend's house. And I walked downstairs, and he's awake on the couch, which surprised the fuck out of me. And it's me and my friend Xavier. And I was like, hey, Cumbies opens up at 4 in the morning. You want to go walk? He's like, hey, sure. I'm like 90% sure that they're annoyed at this point of my insane coffee addiction, where I'm just like, okay, free time. Let's go get some coffee. Yup. Although, like, Cumbies coffee is like $1, so it's cheap. And me and him are walking, and he lives in a small town, and by proxy, I live in a small town. And it's this very small town in the middle of fucking nowhere, surrounded by trees. And he lives really close to this gas station, and it's just you have to walk down this road. You can like see it from his windows too, so it's not far. It's very visible. And we get out of his house, we walk down the driveway, and the entire streets were empty. It was so barren and lifeless, but the town itself was illuminated by street lamps. They gave off this ghostly, like, abandoned feel. Although the gas station was glowing. And, just me and him, because there was no one else there, and not a sound to be heard throughout the entire town, we walked in the middle of the street. And it was so surreal, because that street's always been like a bustling, noisy thing for me. I've never seen it this pristine and very, like, lifeless. And I walked over. And we got our coffee and we walked back. And it was this moment of serenity that really hit me. And every night since then, when I was there, when I was awake really early in the morning, which I tended to do, I'd walk over at 4 a.m. and get coffee. It got to the point where one of the people that worked there, I don't really remember who or what her name was, but she did like a kind of flirt at me. I think it was like fuck, I'm trying to remember it off the top of my head, but it was like, do you like coming here for a coffee or because you like to see me? And I was like, huh, because I was tired, and I'm a very embarrassed boy, so oh fuck, I can't call myself a boy anymore. I'm older than 18. This is bullshit. I turned 20 soon. That's insane. But that was my experience getting flirted at Cumbies, and me being very creeped out. Not creeped out, but like, you know, whoa, shit. And it's this very surreal experience when like no one is outside and it's just you, the snow, and this quiet. And it was nice. And the thing was, this is the really important thing here. So again, as I said, I suffer from tinnitus. It's very bad tinnitus, and I always have a ring in my ears. But there's there's a cure for tinnitus, if you're unaware. What that cure is a fan going on at all times. You may not be able to hear it because I do a little thing in Audacity where I like delete the background noise, so you can't hear the fan. Maybe, I don't know. But there's a fan going on right now. That fan has not stopped since I got here a week ago. And it won't stop until I leave. Because I need that fan so my ears don't fucking kill my brain. But when I was walking out at like Cumbies at super early in the morning, there's a waterfall. And it's just loud and quiet enough that it was like a very subtle fan noise in the background. And it was enough that my tinnitus wasn't fucking murdering my brain. So it was very peaceful and very serene, and I really enjoyed that moment of just me and extension, my friend Xavier too, who I was joking with practically the entire time. Of like, we're the kings of the street. Wait, nope, that makes us sound like pimps. And it's this very serene and just really nice moment. And I've never really lived in like a city, at least one where I was old enough to like kind of really understand what I was doing. But like, I've never lived in a city that's like close enough to a gas station where I can just walk over at any point. Because I'm used to like living in the middle of fucking nowhere. Or on top of a really steep hill. In which case, I don't want to walk up and down that hill. The hill will fucking kill me. And I really love that serene moment, and I've been chasing it ever since. However, since I've been in college, it's very hard to find these very subtle, serene moments, but I love looking out my window and seeing the snowfall. However, it is fucking cold. I'm lucky enough to be built like a fucking furnace and produce so much body heat that I usually never get like really cold. However, I've been leaving my windows open for a long period of time. And there are some drawbacks that come with that. One day, I woke up and there was straight up a little patch of snow in my dorm. Not like on my window, not like in my room, but it was like on my windowsill, and it wasn't a lot, but it was like, it was snow. It was piled up. And it was like, what the fuck? So whenever I tend to like look out this window, I can't do it for too long because it gets really cold. But it's so beautiful because I can see the trees and by extension the cafeteria, which makes me so hungry. And then I look at the trees and they make me so calm. And then I look at the cafeteria and then I get super fucking hungry. And then I go, wait, have I had anything to eat today? And then I go, nope, fuck, I haven't had anything to eat today. Yeah. Well, let's have some more of this coffee. The coffee allows me, and by extension the cocoa, allows me to do these very subtle breaks in the commentary to change and quickly think about what I want to talk about, instead of just blabbering off without a script for roughly 50 minutes. I like being at college. I like being in the state that I live. It's very, it's been fucking said before. So I live in Vermont, and it is a very pristine state. Outside of mud season, which fucking that sucks, by the way. If you don't know what mud season is, you're lucky. Mud season is the in between. It's the secret season that all northern seasons have, that all northern areas have between winter and summer, or winter and spring. And basically, it's when the snow melts and the ground gets fucking slushy. And since I live in fucking Vermont, and a lot of the roads are not paved, it is fucking amazing to have dirt roads, of which sometimes there's just fucking mud in the middle of it. And you can't do anything about it because the whole fucking road is dirt. And then you got like these steep ass hills, which like people use for their fucking driveways. And that's all mud. It's all mud. It's all mud. It's squishy. It's bad. It gets everywhere. It looks fucking horrible. It's not good. I remember like walking to my bus stop in high school, in elementary school, and like, high school and middle school, whatever the fuck. And it was just this long road down, and all of it would be mud. I'd be like, well, this is gonna fucking suck, and I can count on one hand how many times I fell down. It was 4, but like, it wasn't fun by any metric. It is a stupid season, but I still love Vermont. It's a very nice place. I've moved all over the fucking country. I have been in so many different places. I've been to Florida. Yeah, I was once the Florida man. I lived there for a decent amount of time too, like 3 years. But I always just kept thinking of Vermont. It's my home, and it's a place that I can never give up. I love it dearly, and I always find myself coming back here because it is my home. Outside of like not having a really stable family here, or anything else. I have a lot of friends here that I cherish, and I have a lot of places here that are very close to my heart. And, just in general, I like it. We got good maple syrup. Fuck all you other states. You ain't got maple syrup. Or a heroin epidemic. I mean, I don't know. Some people be coming for our heroin trophy that we had at one point. That's funny. More coffee? This coffee's terrible. Though it's better than the fucking school coffee that we have. The school coffee here tastes like fucking dirt water, and it's so bad. It's like a hot mess, and I'm just like, I hate that. And like my friend's like, oh, it's so good. You just haven't been trying the good shit. And I was like, the good shit? What? You have that? And then she doesn't. She doesn't have the good shit. However, sometimes, back when I had a functioning cup, I would, like, bring my coffee down to the cafeteria and I'd, like, doctor it there. And it would be so fucking good. Oh, man. However, I have recently broke my thermos, and the only other cup I have is the size of my hand, and doesn't have a lid. And then the other one is a water bottle, of which, by the way, yeah, drink some water. If you haven't. I could classify this podcast as a mukbang with the amount of coffee and things I, like, drink on it. Or ASMR. Should I make an ASMR podcast? Is that what I should do? I see you. Dry lip having ass. Don't try licking them now, you fucking loser. Here, let's do some ASMR. There you go. You happy? Okay, you're probably not happy. But anyway. I miss the snow. Or when I was in places that didn't have snow, I missed the snow all the fucking time. It felt weird having the Christmas without the snow. And then, to be honest, like, I love the snow so fucking much, but I also hate it at the same time. Because with snow comes ice, and with ice comes Aiden falling on his ass. And that is it happens so often, man. It is not fun by any metric. I was once getting coffee with my friend, going to the same fucking Cumbies, and she was like, "Hey, let's just take this this little shortcut." And I was like, "Yeah, why the fuck would we do that?" And she walks down this little hill just fine. And I don't know how the hell she does it when she has the balance of a top that's like ready to fall over at any time. And I'm just like, okay, let's do this. And I walk down, and I fall on my ass, and my entire backside is fucking just filled to the brim with snow. It's in my glasses. It's in my... Oh, I have glasses, if you weren't aware. It's everywhere. It's in my hair. It really got in my hair a lot. And it probably was that I was wearing Crocs. It was just... It could really fucking confuse me. And like, God, I love the snow so much. Fuck ice, fuck mud, all this other dumb shit. Why can't we just have pristine green grass underneath a layer of snow? Which, I've seen it sometimes. Some places there are like these very like pristine patches of green grass under snow. And it always looks so artificial and so fucking dumb. But like, I don't like mud either, so let's just get rid of all of the fucking real grass and replace it with that fucking Lorax fake O'Hare shit. Yeah. Oh, man. Vermont's my home. I've been all over this place, like a fucking rat, and it's lovely. I really love the fall season. The fall season, especially in Vermont or like New England and anywhere that like has trees, basically, in fall, it is so amazing to see all the leaves die out and this beautiful array of orange and yellow just engulfs the entire land. And Vermont is very special because we have so many fucking trees, dude. At one point, we like completely just demolished all of our trees. And it was like in the 1930s. And we used them for, I think, the wool or the sheep industry or something. And then basically we were just like, it was like, you know what? Fuck this. We want trees back. And then like over 80 years, we got like all of our trees back. I think 80% of Vermont's surface is covered in trees. Which is insane. And like, it's so fucking beautiful at fall. Because dude, if I walk outside right now, and you like spun me around in any fucking direction, I can point out a tree. It's there. And then you got people that are like in like New York's like in New York. In some areas in New York, they're just like, huh? Tree? What? And then you got people in Arizona, they're like, huh? Tree? What? Trees are amazing, dude. These tall, lumbering, get it, like beasts that like change colors. It's, if you were to describe a tree from someone who's never gone outside, that shit must sound magical. Nature's funky. Vermont's funky. This shitty coffee is not funky. No! I got some coffee on my touchpad, which means this touchpad is now useless for the next 30 minutes. That's lovely. Fucking bodily electricity bullshit. Oh man, you can't see this, but my Audacity is freaking the fuck out. I saw it zoom in. It was like, waveforms. More coffee. Yeah, really bad. It's January 2022. I never thought I'd be alive right now. Not like I thought I was going to kill myself or some shit. I just genuinely never had the thought process of like, yo, listen, you're going to be 20 years old soon. I turned 20 in April. Which is fucking insane. Dude, I don't even feel like I'm an adult right now. But I am an adult. And that's wacky. And like, in 2 years, I can drink. Hell yeah. Or in 1 year. But I'm not 20 yet. So whatever the fuck. However, I can be arrested for asking someone who is 21 to get me a drink. Hell yeah. This is bullshit. But it's fucking insane to just think about it. Like, it's 2022. This pandemic has been lasting for so fucking long, man. Oh, it's insane. Although, I don't get to, I get to not show my face, which is lovely, because I don't like showing my face. I think I look ugly. However, I've been smiling this entire time. I just realized that this entire time I've had a smile on my face, which is, that's kind of neat. I don't really smile a lot. I have a very mute, kind of pissed off expression, I feel like. Like, if you were to just walk into me, like, at any given point, like, at school or on the road, my eyes look fucking dead, man. My eyes look dead. I look tired. I have earphones in. I look like, I look pissed at any time. But I'm not pissed. Usually I'm having a really fucking good day, and 90% of the time I'm listening to some fucking stupid ass love song on my phone. But I don't smile a lot. At least I don't catch myself smiling. But, like, I just realized that this entire time I've had this, like, very, like, small grin on my face. And I don't know if that's just because I like expressing myself and I like venting towards nobody. But it's very fun. I've uploaded 3 episodes so far of this podcast. This is episode 4. They're all set to come out on Wednesday at 2 p.m., which most of my uploads come out at 2 p.m. because 2 p.m. is a really good time. And, I'm excited. In general, I like doing a podcast, and, like, I always like making videos. However, I don't expect this to go far. I expected to get 2 views, of which one of them is me. And one of them is probably my friend. And, I love doing things for these. I love editing, although I don't do them on the podcast because it's not really needed. I love making thumbnails. I make thumbnails for shit that hasn't even happened, or hasn't happened yet. But I love making the thumbnails for this. I love doing the chromatic abdication by hand, which, if you don't know what that is, it's basically just fancy words for glitch effect. And I did it by hand, and I picked out the colors, I picked out the aesthetic. I loved it. It's a very mute, like, tone, because who the fuck uses YouTube light theme anymore? If you genuinely use the light theme, you're either a fan of the classic YouTube, or you're a sociopath. There's no in between. And God, I love doing this. It's a really fun hobby, but that's what it's always going to be for me, a hobby. I don't know. I don't think I could do this as a career. Though if my career was just talking to the void for roughly 50 minutes, I could probably do that. This episode's probably going to be a little bit shorter because I plan on going at like 8 or maybe 7:55 if I want to be a little bit funny. Text them ahead of time because I think the cafe opens at 8 and I have a class at 9. But I'll probably be back later in the day. You'll know something? I recorded all those episodes in the span of 2 days. All 3 of them. I have like 5 recorded right now, I think. Of which one of them I've been like, it's on the back burner. And it's something I've been going back to every single like time. And I paused it, and I've started it, and I've paused it, and I've started it, I've paused it, and I've started it. And there's so many cuts in it that I'm not really sure what to do. If I want to like restart it, redo it all over. And then there's some other like stuff, like errors and shit that I've corrected. You have no fucking idea how long it took me to get that visualizer to work. But now that I know how to do it, it's just like a secondhand nature to me. Where I'm like, boop, boop, boop. Which is very interesting. I'm actually going to my Photoshop class, which is very neat. I wonder what I'm going to do today. I've still never gotten rid of that sniffle. It's something I've just had for so long. I don't know. Maybe I was just built like a pug, and I don't actually have functioning nasal cavities. Who knows? God. Post-shower Aiden thoughts. My face, like, feels really, I feel like I've had Botox injected into me because my face feels tight and like my skin doesn't want to move because it's like, no, we don't want to. But you know, I'm a very expressive person. I'm a very tired, expressive person. And this is something that what was I saying? Oh yeah, the face. I'm a very tired, expressive person, and I gotta move my face a lot. Or yeah, I gotta have those cartoon fucking expressions on my face at all times. You wanna know something that I genuinely love about wearing a mask? Honestly, for COVID, is fucking one, safety. Two, if I have like a pimple on my nose or on my like fucking like my mouth area, you ain't fucking seeing it. No one's seeing that shit. Or like, if I'm tired, if I'm really fucking tired, and like, oh shit, speaking of, I can yawn silently, though it's a lot of work. But if I'm tired in a class, I will just yawn silently. I've done online classes this year. I did my first week online, and to be honest, I love doing online classes. They're so easy, dude. I just have to like turn off my camera, say I don't own a camera and I'm getting a dog shit one next week, and then pay attention and then just make coffee in the background. And I feel like a fucking god because I'm like, I am above it all. But, you know, I didn't pay a fuck ton of money just to come here and not go to classes. Though, I'll tell you what, I really fucking like sleeping in. My bed is absolute garbage, but I fucking love sleeping in, man. I need more pillows. I have 2 really pathetic, sad pillows that I've been using this entire time, and they really, I'm sorry, they really look sad. I've been using like part of my mattress's like headboard as an extra pillow, and it sounds a lot worse than how it looks, but like it is really, really not comfy, and I'm probably gonna get more pillows this weekend. However, my college decided to do the funny little thing and be in Vermont and exist in the middle of fucking nowhere. There's like acres and acres of woods surrounding us. I recently got Chinese food at a very close by Chinese place, and I've had better. I've had so much better. But like, fuck, that was the first time I actually like ever ate food outside of this place. No, actually, there was this one place that's near here, and I can't really give the location or else I'll get doxxed. But I'll like fucking, dude, I had alligator. Alligator's really fucking weird. It's like spicy chicken. That's really stupid of me to say because chicken's a very bland flavor. Like anything could be described as chicken flavor if you really don't know how to describe chicken. But chicken's a very bland flavor. And chicken honestly is like the 0 of all fucking based meats. Based meats. So yeah, chicken is like it's a very mute flavor. However, you can add things to it to give it flavor, like pepper and salt. And I'm white, so those are the only things I know. But you can add so much shit to chicken to make it taste good. I mean, definitely fucking like the few times I've had KFC, like they got that shit down. But what was I saying? How did I get on the topic of chicken? What the fuck? Chinese food, fucking Cajun. Okay, yeah. So I had alligator, which tastes like chicken, kind of. It's really weird, but it was really good too. If you haven't had alligator, I'm sorry, dude, but like you go fucking kill one and eat it right now. I guarantee you'll taste it and it'll be good. If you know how to cook. Or if you know where an alligator is. I have faith in you. Man, I've had a lot of weird food throughout my life. And honestly, that's like very, one of my favorite foods in general. And God, I'm going to sound really fucking stupid. One of my favorite foods is honestly just white rice and black beans. It's so plain and it's so stupid, but fucking hell, man. I loved it. Credit to my mom. I fucking hate her, but she could make food. She was a good cook. And she can make really fucking good black beans, dude. And her white rice was always like really good. And I could just never get enough of it. It was always so filling and fucking amazing. God, I hate her so much, but I really love her food. And she also made really good coffee too, which is one of the few things that I was like, I must make better coffee than my mother. It's a sense of pride for me at this point. And I directly fucking asked my grandmother when I lived with her. I was like, whose coffee do you like more, mine or hers? And she looked at me dead in the eyes and was like, there's no answer I can give you that you will actually believe me. And I was like, you fucker. How'd you know? And then I asked her 2 weeks later and she said it was me and I felt like a god. However, I'm 90% sure she said it was me because I'd actually make the coffee for her. Because I woke up early. I've been waking up early for a long time. If it's not a break, when I'm on break, I will sleep until fucking noon and I will be awake at 9 in the fucking... I will wake up at 9 p.m. and I will go to bed at noon. That is how I function on breaks. But when it's like college time, or when it's school time, I'm up at 6 in the morning consistently. I'm like, okay, I'm awake. And then for school, like in high school, I actually had to wake up even earlier. I had to wake up at like 5 because 1, my bus came hella early, and 2, I had hella thick long hair. So it's like, I gotta make sure this shit air dries because I don't have a hair dryer. So I'd wake up and I'd take a shower and then make coffee in this like coffee pot. And to be honest, I took that entire coffee pot. Because like I had a big ass thermos and I was like, you know what, just pour it all in there. And she got mad at me sometimes because she's like, you're taking all the coffee. And I was like, I made this coffee. What do you want from me? I gotta wake up. I gotta go. And like the simple solution, honestly, just be like, yo, give me my own coffee pot. I lived with her for so long and not a Christmas went by when she's like, here, have your own drip coffee pot because I swear to fucking God, you can't be taking the coffee this early in the morning. You will make me violent. No, not a thing like that went by. Instead, I just appropriated the French press. I don't know how the fuck I got this, but I have it. It's been with me for a year now. I've named it Frenchie. You know, it's called a French press, even though this place is made in, even though it was fucking made in Switzerland. But I think it's hilarious. It's like French fries. French fries are actually. I think it's. This could be completely wrong, but I'm like 90% sure no one fucking knows where French fries came from. I know people know where like chips came from, and chips are basically just very thin French fries. If you don't know how chips are made in like the Prohibition era, I believe. And there was this dude that walked into a bar. He was like, hey, listen, I'm hungry. Can you take some potatoes, slice them very thin, and fry them? And he was like, that's a weird fucking order. I got you. So we made them. And he fried them up. And they were really fucking good. And that's where chips came from. It's a very well documented thing. Oh yeah, French fries. Fuck, dude. If you legitimately, I've had I don't like to talk about this. I've had a decent amount of fast food. Even though I don't like eating fast food a lot. Like I'm a very like I try not to eat a lot of fast food because it's not good for me. I tend to not eat a lot of things because they're not really good for me. But I just tend to just not eat. But sometimes when I do a fast food, I've had Wendy's, and Wendy's is sponsor me, Wendy's, please. Wendy's fucking French fries are legitimately the best. Just saying, they are. Like it's a fact. And I know there's people that are like, well, you know, Burger King, McDonald's are, dude, McDonald's fries are good for the fucking minute they come out of the oven or the fryer and they have the salt on them. However, that is a ticking time bomb, my guy. It like a minute after, they taste like fucking stale bread. They are hard, they are crunchy. Right now, if you have McDonald's on you right the fuck now, and it's like hot and it's warm, I want you to put a single fry to the side. I know it's really hard to do, but I want you to put a single fry to the side, wait 5 minutes, and come back and eat it. That shit will taste like chalk. It is hard. It is stale. It is the salt is gone. It's just like a chewy fucking carb stick. Meanwhile, the Wendy's, they got that shit down. That shit tastes good. And then like they have the Frosty combo, which is if you haven't put your fries in your Frosty, fucking do it. There are very few things I would consider a religious experience. That is one of them. What was it? I was going to Six Flags with two friends of mine, and we stopped at Burger King, and I had their new Chiking sandwich, and this was, I think, like right after we got out of high school, and we were all going our separate ways. The friend that was driving, she's going to the military, and she's doing her own thing. I hope that she's doing well. We don't talk a lot. And then the other friend's Xavier. Hey, Xavier. And fucking, so we went to Burger King because we were on our way to Six Flags and we were hungry as fuck. And so we got this food, and I had the Chiking sandwich. That sandwich really fucking. I can probably talk about this experience more, but like, that burger fucked me up, man. That burger made me hate everything about me. I felt my stomach want to kill myself. When we went to Six Flags, sadly, I wasn't able to get on any rides. One, I felt like shit, and then two, so we were waiting in line this entire time to get on the Superman ride, and like I texted my friend Linnell because he's a big Superman fan. I was like, ha ha ha, you dick, or something. And then these motherfuckers, they get on, and it was literally, they took the final two seats, and it was just me alone. I was like, huh? There was like one other set of seats. However, they were fucking broken. They were broken. And so they left without me. And I can't blame them for that one. And then the second one, I was too fucking tall. That was the issue. It couldn't like, it'd be able to get over like my shoulders, but it couldn't like connect the fucking like the bottom piece. So I wasn't able to go on any rides. But dude, I'll be honest, I had a really fucking fun time there. Because like honestly, I love hanging out with my friends. And like it was really cool to see me and Xavier and our other friend just chilling at Six Flags. Our friend Iris was going to come with us, but she was busy. I'm sorry, Iris. You could have hung out with me. You could have. But that was our Six Flags adventure. And then on the way back, here's another fast food thing. We had a Friendly's. And I was like, we're going to Friendly's. I practically held them at gunpoint. I was like, we're going to Friendly's. And I'll be honest, man. I love Friendly's to death. I have a dear emotional connection to Friendly's. Friendly's is not good at food. They're not. I had one of their burgers. It's not good. Friendly's is 10 out of 10. Amazing ice cream. Everything else is really bad. I'm sorry. Actually, the fries are pretty good. The fries are really good. And, you know what? We're 44 minutes into this. I feel like I could probably end it off with one more story. When I was like, I think 9 or something, after a therapy session, I was walking around with my therapist on the streets of Burlington, which is like a very big city in Vermont. And I saw this one woman who was sitting near a rock. And I had like a slice of pizza that I got as leftovers. And I was at the time I was homeless. I was homeless and I was really hungry. And I saw that I just found, I was living in a shelter with my mom. And I read this little sign that she had, and it says I was homeless and I was hungry. That's what like the sign kind of said, paraphrasing. But like a very small Aiden held the pizza in his hands and just walked over and gave it to her. And I remember seeing her face light up. And it was this very, like, it was this really positive experience I've had in the back of my mind for years. Because I don't know if she was homeless. I don't know her. I never fucking checked up on her after that. I never saw her again. But I just remember this one moment of, like, I want to do something nice for you. I want to do something nice in general. Little Aiden was a simp. And I gave her the pizza. I just remember walking back to my therapist. We kept walking up Church Street. And he was like, that was an awfully nice thing of you to do. And I was like, yeah. I'm Aiden, Arson, Ari, whatever you want to call me. It is 7:50 a.m. The time outside is... no, not the time outside. The temperature outside is 6 degrees, negative 6 degrees Fahrenheit. And I have a drinking cup of coffee. I hope you have a lovely day.